My name is Christyesther Nender with student identification number. Today I would like to share my opinion about the statement sexual abuse happens because women wear sexy clothes. I strongly disagree with this statement. In my opinion, sexual abuse does not happen because of someone's clothes. The real case is dedication made by the person who commits the abuse. No matter what woman wears, everyone deserves to be treated with respect and dignity. Many people believe that wearing revealing clothes can cause sexual abuse. There are many reported cases of sexual abuse involving women who wear long sleeves, long skirts, hijab, school uniform, work uniform, and other modest clothing. In addition, children and elderly women who clearly do not wearing revealing clothes have also become victims of sexual abuse. This shows that clothing is not the real cause of sexual abuse. According to organizations such as UN Women, sexual violence can happen to anyone, regardless what they wear, their age, or their background. The responsibility always belongs to the offender, not the victim. The problem is not the victim's clothing, but the offender's dedication to ignore respect, consent, and human rights. I believe that blaming the victim is unfair. When I blame the victim, we ignore the responsibility of the offender. Instead of asking what was she wearing, we should ask what did the offender choose to do that. Changing the focus from the victim to the offender is an important step in preventing sexual violence. As a psychology student, I also believe that sexual abuse is influenced by many factors, such as poor self-control, harmful belief, abuse of power, and a lack of respect for other people's rights. These factors have nothing to do with whether a woman wears revealing or modest clothing. Therefore, education about respect, consent, and self-control and gender equality is much more important than judging someone's appearance. These factors have nothing to do with whether a woman wears revealing or modest clothing. Therefore, education about respect, consent, self-control, and gender equality is much more important than judging someone's appearance. Of course, everyone should dress appropriately according to the situation and respect social norms. However, wearing curtain clothes never give anyone permission to harass or abuse another person. Respect should never depend on what someone is wearing. In conclusion, I strongly disagree that sexual abuse happens because women wear sexy clothes. Sexual abuse can happen to anyone, including women who wear modest clothing, children, and elderly women. The responsibility always belongs to the offender, never the victim. Therefore, instead of blaming victims, we should educate people about respect, consent, and equality so that we can create the safer society of everyone. So, this is my opinion why I disagree with statement sexual abuse happens because women wear sexy clothes. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.